There's something I like to call the tension test. Now this has nothing to do about actually changing your tension, but if you've ever been sewing along and you get those big hairy loops on the back of your fabric, or you pull it out and there's multiple lines of thread coming out with your fabric, I want to show you a couple things to completely avoid that happening. Probably one of the most common questions we get at the store as people are describing their machine feeling possessed. So here's what I call the tension test. With your machine threaded, get a hold of just your needle thread. And it is in the needle right now, so when I pull it, it pulls out fairly easily. But when I lower the presser foot, it should not pull out easy, and you can kind of see that needle is bending. So that means that there is tension on this thread that when we sew, those stitches can actually be created and not leave those big hairy loops on the back of your fabric. So when the foot is up, something we talk about when you thread your machine, have the presser foot up. And the reason for it is if you just kind of follow along right across to the top from where your spool starts and right down this first groove. Now you're going to be able to see it by the reflection that we have for you right in here. There are two discs, and so when we talk about tension, it is a set of discs that it's open when the foot is up, and when the thread is in there, and all the way in there, is when the foot goes down, the discs close on the thread and make it tight. Well, if you thread with those discs closed and the thread is not in those discs, that's when the thread cannot make that complete stitch, and it leaves you this big loop after every stitch. So when your foot is down, see how they kind of pinch you can see them kind of closing in there? That's what we're talking about. So people blame their machine for tension problems, as I'm using air quotes, but really it's a threading issue. It's an operator error. So one of the things that we often have people do, and I'm going to just back up here, I'm going to rethread the machine from the top here. And then as we come down in this part, to really make sure it gets all the way in there, hold the thread at the top. And then I even do this. As I come up, is give the thread a little flossing action. That makes sure the thread goes all the way down as far as it should go, like threading it with purpose. That's kind of a term I've been using a lot lately. Also make sure that the thread is in the take-up lever. That's another reason why sometimes threads don't work out as well. Needle threader works, all is easy. The thread pulls through the needle, super nice, and then now when the foot is down, it is tight. So if you do that tension test before you sew and you feel that there is resistance, you should have good looking stitches on the front and the back.